Okay, so today was an insane day for me at work, and I know it's been a while, but this just had to make me come back. I've never felt some type of way like this before in my entire life. So I'm chilling at my job, and when I'm at my job, I feel like God's not real. I feel like there's no salvation for me at all. I'm pretty miserable, so there's like small things throughout my day that bring me joy. So this is one of them at the start, right? So I see a group of women walking up to me. There were two of them. One of them was like my age and like attractive, and so I was like, oh my god, yes. And they kind of took me for a loop, so I wrote this down in my notes, and I'll just start off with the heading of my notes. I was manipulated at my job by a beautiful Asian girl. um Pretty much that's it. I'm pretty sure I was getting absolutely schemed on, and I actually find it kind of funny. So they come up to me, the girl fixes her hair when she's walking up. Like, it's almost like it was pretty predetermined what they were about to do to me. So they come up, and they're like, "So can we get an iPad Pro? Do you guys have any iPad Pros?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we have some iPad Pros." And they were like, "All right, can we get like two or three?" And I was like, "No, no, one per household, one per household." Pretty stern. And then they were like, "Oh, it's for college." And I was like, "All right, you can have two." The reason why I said it was one per household is because there are a lot of like people. I'm not going to go into too much detail about who the people are, but there's like money laundering that goes on. People, I'm pretty sure, buy these like the most expensive iPad that they can buy, return it. I'm not sure what exactly their scam is, but I'm 100% certain that it's a scam. Um, so, and then I noticed that it was odd that she was like, "Can we get two or three for college?" And there was two of them there. So I was like, I got them the iPads, and I thought about it later. I was like, wait, two or three? That's weird. Wouldn't you know how many you need if it was for college? Like, whether you're sending two or three kids to college, that's a little odd. So I bring out the iPad, and then they wanted like a MetaQuest 3 as well, which was like also pretty expensive. And so I ring everything up, and it was $3,800, which is probably about double the amount that my car costs. So I was like, okay, this is weird. This is not normal. This is not normal. This is not normal. And then they tried to price match with me, and I noticed that they pulled up the wrong price match, and I was like, okay, so maybe they actually like aren't scamming. And then they're like, okay, well, can you get the other ones so that we do have price match right here? I was like, sure, sure, sure. Yeah, I could do that for you. I could do that. Gosh, what a pretty lady right here. So I know, pretty privilege. I was thinking too. I was like, God, I'm so susceptible to pretty privilege. Like, absolutely, I will treat a pretty girl differently than someone who's not as attractive. Anyways, so I go get the right ones that they want, and then I price matched it for them. Got them the MetaQuest, and the next reason. So they said it was for college at first. I just thought about this now. And then they were like, well, we're visiting our relatives from out of the area, so we have to bring them gifts. So, I mean, I clearly got fucking manipulated and scammed here. Because normally, if there was like a dude who did this, I would be like, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'd call security when I go into the back, like, hey, just check the cams, because this is ridiculous. This guy's clearly scheming. But it was a wolf in sheep's clothes. Not that I'm going to lose any money off of this. Like, I could give less of a fuck. And that was kind of how I came out of the situation. I don't really care. But I did. So I sold them the one that they did want, the iPads that they did have price matched. And they like got an insane price match. So I was like, I didn't think anything of it at that point. I was like, whatever. Like, it just looked like a regular price match. Like, I've never seen anyone do what they did. So I sold them the two iPads and the MetaQuest, and then they were asking about iPad cases. So I was like, okay, maybe it actually is for college, because who the fuck gets a case for an iPad that they're just trying to scheme with? So I was like, okay, maybe it is real. So I helped out some more customers around them, and they're like, hey, sorry to bother you. Do you have any cameras? And I showed them where the cameras were, and she picked out the most expensive thing we had there. So I was like, okay. Oh, and by the way, they paid with gift cards that were all split into $250 each, which is the price of AirPods, I'm pretty sure, without sales. So it's like it easily could have been. This is just, it's so possible that they just return, put it on a gift card, return. I don't know what they do, bro. But so she paid with, I know that, so that the initial total was 3,800, and then they price matched it down to literally. Well, I did switch out the iPads, but it did turn out to be around 18 to 2,200. So that was a lot of $250 gift cards. I'm gonna be completely honest. That was a shit ton. I was like, oh, and it wasn't an easy gift card, so you had to like scan the gift card, and then I had to enter a 7-digit PIN every single time. So I was like laughing. I was like, God, like I don't want to. You already got me too deep on this because I already told you one, and now you got two, and then you got a MetaQuest, and then you got, then you canceled we finished the transaction, and now you want the most expensive camera. Like, you're very obviously scheming on me, and I'm falling victim to it. Like, what am I gonna say now? I'm already too deep, and that was what I was thinking. I was like, well, shit, dude, I already sold them 2 iPads and a MetaQuest. Like, I feel like I'm in too deep now. So then they want the camera, and it was about an $800. I don't know if it was a lens kit or what it was. So I go bring that up, and they show me a price match for half price, just about half price. And I was like, okay, can I see that for a second? Because I was like, this is weird. So I hit refresh on her phone, and she pulls her phone away from me. Like, she like grabbed her phone and was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then I was like, no, just let me see what it shows up when I refresh the page. Like, can I just see what it says? She took a long time to bring it back up. Like, I'm pretty sure that literally what their scam was inspect element, just a Walmart website. And I think it's a pretty good scheme just based on like what they were so attractive. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. But you know, I did notice that she had like a Celine Dion, I don't know what it was actually, she had like a nice necklace on, and like she had like studded out shit. I was like but yeah, so I refreshed the page on her, and then she pulled up the price again, and it was like $140 more. And I was like, well, that's more believable. But I was laughing in their face, like, I don't know. That was a tough situation because I already got myself in way too deep in the beginning. That, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? Because I already fucked up. But yeah, it definitely left me thinking like about like pretty privilege in the world, and how I'm just absolutely fucking whore or something, and I'll totally always be susceptible to it when it comes to it. Never mind. Cut that shit. I was just so shocked that they took so. I feel like I was taken advantage of. Like, I really do. Like, I was just tired. I didn't feel good. I was working a very short shift, and I got enough sleep, but I was just still like one of those days where you're just tired. Like, I feel like that's all I say on this channel. Every time I talk, I'm like, so I was at work and I was incredibly tired. Maybe I got some shit to figure out because I haven't uploaded in 3 months, and it seems like I'm still telling the same story about how I'm always tired at work and just like want it to be over. Usually I'm vigilant, like I never really care that much, but sometimes I'm just like, you motherfucker, like you're not gonna fucking pull one over on me. But I don't know, with them I was like, yeah, you could pull one over on me, but then they pulled like 6 over on me, and I was like, god damn, when will it ever fucking end? Well, anyways, that's pretty much the story. I have been live randomly. I know last time I was uploading, I was like, I'm live all the time. But now I'm live pretty much when there's like Korean or Japanese Overwatch. I'm up at these weird hours, and I'll just stream along with those Overwatch, OWCS, EWC. I'm always watching the Overwatch esports. So if you want to watch that shit, but also hear me talk like a degenerate, always a good option, man. I'm gonna drop the Twitch in the bottom. You guys can always check that out. I'm not sure what the gameplay was, but have a good one, everybody. Thank you.